is Claus. Look at this name. We'll just call him Aftershock. And he's going to show us how to play this E25 German Tier 7 Premium TD, which is no longer for sale. Used to be for sale. Lots of people bought it. Little Tasmanian devil monster. Now this game is completely, totally balanced, as we all know. And there are tanks that you can grind thousands of games to get to Tier 7, so that you can have a beast of a tank like a Black Prince or a Churchill. No, that's a Tier 6. All the British tanks at Tier 7, and what's Claus trying to say? Oh, what's that Japanese Tier 7? Is it the Chiri? Yeah, you can get that if you play thousands of games, you know, and they're balanced and fair because they have strengths and weaknesses, and they get to play against tanks like this, which are balanced. Tank like this has premium matchmaking, so it never has to play Tier 9s. Tank like this has excellent camo and speed, and it has a gun that shoots every 1.8 seconds, and it has excellent traverse speed and rate of fire as good as most auto-loaders, except it's not a auto-loader. There's no long reload. It just shoots fast all the time. So this combination of different kinds of tanks in the game makes everything fair and balanced. And you need a couple of E25s to drive around so they can fight against tanks like this Tiger and the Chiris and the Churchills and whatever the Black Princes and the Centurions, you know, all of those tanks. To keep things balanced and fair, you know, you don't want to have all tanks have 7-8 second reload when you can throw a couple in there that have 1.8 second reload. You don't want all tanks to have top speed of 18 kilometers an hour. You can leave that for the British ones, other than the artillery. British artillery is pretty fast. You don't need all the tanks to be slow, right? You can have some of them go 65 and buzz around. All tanks do not have to be big and stupid and have no camo so they can get spotted right away. You can have some that are invisible most of the game, right? You need some that can just sit in the open with a camo net and binocs and just shoot people every 1.8 seconds without being seen. You need a few of those. And you don't need all tanks to have to play plus or minus 2 tiers all the time. You can have some that only get to play the same tier or 1 tier above, or usually top tier. That whole combination of things balances the game so that the type of people that are patient enough to play thousands and thousands of games to unlock the Black Prince, you know, can have a slow tank with a gun that does barely any damage that plays in Tier 9 games, and they can get flanked and blown up in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game after game. And, you know, they can have that type of experience in the game. And then you can have the type of people that pull out the credit card and slap down 50 bucks and buy an E25. And they can have a tank that is never bottom tier by 2 tiers and has great camo, great speed, great traverse, great maneuverability, a gun that shoots every 1.8 seconds, premium ammo that can go through any tank like butter in its tier. And the whole smorgasbord of combat, it takes all types, the whole smorgasbord mixed together gives you this package of dynamic and totally awesome balanced gameplay. So much for the intro. Now let's watch, what the hell, who's this guy? Forgot. You had a complicated name. Claus forgot your name. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's watch the game. And he's in this E25, and he can have fun times in the E25, right? Because when you shoot and you bounce, you just shoot again. You shoot every 2 seconds. Now, see, his mistake was not loading completely loaded with premium ammo. So he's bouncing some shots. Now, that game dynamic is balanced across the board because anybody can just press 2 and have premium ammo. You don't have to actually pay. Well, wait a minute. You do have to pay silver credits for premium ammo, and you do have to make those credits while you play. So I guess if you have a premium account, you can make more credits and you can shoot more APCR. So if you don't have a premium account, sucks to be you. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is that there are some tanks that are fun and balanced and create a more dynamic gameplay. That's what Claus is trying to say. Like this little tank, the E25. Now, to be fair, there is one factor that balances this tank completely, and that is that it only has 45 shells. It doesn't have... You can't shoot every 1.8 seconds all game, or you will run out of ammunition. So, in the case that your team is so bad that they leave so much HP for you to destroy, that your 45 shots are not enough to kill all the enemies, that your teammates, like this guy here who's doing his best to not do anything, if there's more HP than you can actually pump out in shots, then, well, then it's balanced. Other than that, this tank, in the hands of a skilled player, is the little Tasmanian devil that can, or that could, or that would, or should. This commentary is not making any sense. Claus was trying to give kind of a funny, roundabout, ironic, I don't even know the words here, spaghetti embroidered mishmash commentary to, in a way, point out that the game is balanced and be a little bit from a roundabout way point of view. Claus is trying to point out that the game is not balanced and that there are overpowered tanks, but to interject a funny way of explaining it through commentary while ironically witnessing a player in an E25 owning everybody with his tank that can just do things like this. Okay, are you getting the sarcasm and the irony, which is not flowing freely today, because probably because Claus did not have enough coffee? But okay, let's go. Switch it up. Hey guys, this is the E25. If you were lucky enough to buy an E25 when it was available, then you have a tank that is faster than almost every other tank, that has better camo than almost every other tank, is more accurate than almost every other tank, has a higher rate of fire than almost every other tank, and does not have to play versus tier 9s. So if you did get one of these tanks, you're lucky enough to own one of these tanks, then you're going to have lots of fun playing it, kicking everyone's ass. The only time you have a bad game is when you have a total complete loser team that does nothing. But then, ironically, when you have a whole collection of losers on your team that do nothing, you can end up having games like this, in which you carry everybody and end up with 10 kills and win the game, because this game is too freaking long, and Claus is too pissed off and aggravated today to flow the commentary in such a way that is enjoyable for you to listen to. So while you watch the end of the game here, Claus will just sit back and read. Claus is reading a book, actually. It's called Gateway by Frederick Pohl, science fiction book. It's a great book. So I'll just read the book here while you guys watch this. It's on page 220. There you go. Okay, just gonna start reading here. You guys keep watching. Oh wait a minute, I was not on page 220. Where the fuck? I lost my bookmark. Jesus Christ, can't even read the book. I have to figure out where I was. But if you're tired of watching tank replays or playing video games and you like reading, try reading that book, Gateway, by Frederick Pohl. And what the hell does that have to do with this game? Look at that, he bounced the shot on his track. Big, useless, stupid heavy tank. Would you rather grind your way to a big, useless, stupid Japanese heavy tank that has no camo, no gun depression, shoots every 15 seconds, and is as maneuverable as a hippo stuck in the mud? Or would you rather get one of these, you know, pay $50 and get an E25? So, thank you everyone for watching. A little bit of a weird video today, but Claus was thinking about his, it's a really good book actually. I might have to take the afternoon and read a couple of 100 pages. There's an interesting character in the book. He's kind of an angry, semi-depressed, split personality weirdo. That Claus really enjoys that character for some reason. Not sure why, but go ahead and Google it. Gateway by Frederick Pohl.